How come there's never any B-roll of me with the Quad Father before the podcast, bro? How come? It's all about the Quad Father.
It's life to the max.
But you can't spell life without E. Huh? Hey! You can't spell life without E!
It's just me and Max in the cut. We don't give two shits and we don't give a fuck.
It's what we do, ain't shit to prove. We living life to the max.
Living life
To
to the max.
the max.
Just like my podcast. So, Destiny, I heard you were paralyzed before.
Yeah, like this one time.
This one time.
Not this
So
one
like
time.
when I was growing up, I went to this school and I ended up getting like super sick. Like,
Valid.
yeah, right. So like licking shoes, sharing drinks, getting a lot of germs. So initially my sickness started out as pneumonia and then it progressed and I ended up having, my final diagnosis was meningitis encephalitis in the spinal cord, which at the time was not well known. So when I was going to the hospital, I was being tested for different things like rabies. And so while they were trying to like figure out what was wrong with me, why I was so sick, like they ended up giving me an MRI. And this is like one of the last things that I vividly remember was going into like an MRI machine and they gave me this like little balloon thing almost. And they're like, squeeze this if you need like us to pull you out, like if you feel uncomfortable. So they did that. And then I went in and I remember like it being super weird, like all these sounds, and I don't really remember what I saw, but they pulled me out because I pressed it, and then they like put this deep ass needle in my arm, and I was screaming bloody murder, but it put me out. So they pretty much sedated me, and I ended up falling into a coma for 10 days. While I was in the coma, I stopped breathing. I was put on a ventilator.
So you fell into a coma not because of what you were sick with, but because they sedated you.
I don't know how the story goes,
It's,
but yes, that's
it's
what
an
I think.
induced coma.
An
So
induced-
yeah.
yeah. So they induced it because they were trying to figure out like what was wrong with me. I was getting spinal taps. I don't remember a lot up until the coma. I remember waking up and people all around me and like them being like, "Oh my God, she's awake. She's awake." And I could talk. Like I was like paralyzed from the neck down, so I couldn't move any part of my body besides like my mouth. Like so I could talk. And I could like move my eyes around, and I remember everyone being around me and them, everyone like being like, "Oh my God, she's awake," and they were like, "You were in a coma," and I remember like arguing and being like, "No, I wasn't. What are you talking about?" And they were like, "Okay, you weren't. Like they were like telling me.
So it just felt like you took a nap? When you were
Yeah,
in a
pretty
coma?
much. I mean, that's what you're doing, right? You're sleeping. I remember dreams while I was in the
Me
coma.
too.
Yeah, I remember there was like a video game you could bring into the room. And I remember like being in the video game. Like my little cousin was like playing a video game. And I guess I was like in the game in my dream. I remember my grandma, my dad's mom, came to see me. And I remember like she was trying to wake me up. Like I remember like seeing her and like just like dreaming about it in my dream. But it's almost like an out of body experience because like I didn't know what was going on, but I knew that I was like, when I woke up, I knew I was like remembering these dreams.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm gonna make it like short and sweet. When I got in my car accident 8 years ago, I was in the military. Long story short, I drove halfway home with a buddy, and then my buddy was supposed to drive the other half, and then he fell asleep. Unfortunately, he crashed in a car, breaking my neck by flipping the car. And I asked, when I woke up from my coma, I couldn't talk for 15 days. But after that, I asked him, I was like, hey, did this happen? This happened, this happened, and all of it happened. So
you remembered everything,
it was like vividly, like just blur while I was in my coma.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
You can hear, and your brain is almost conscious while you're going through this. You know what I mean?
did you hear the machines? I heard the machines.
So this happened when I was 10. So I know you said 8 years ago. So this was 19 years ago for me. I don't remember.
Damn, you
if
old.
Someone, I know. So some of it would be like, if someone like interviewed me afterwards, I probably would have said like, yeah, but I can't tell you for sure if I did or not.
The hospitals are the most terrifying thing, especially when I, like being like paralyzed and stuff. My family didn't find me for 18 hours.
Oh, they didn't find you for 18 hours?
No. So where was your
So you were by
family?
yourself?
Well, no, I
you with
wasn't.
your
I was. No, my friend went back to base because he had to, and I was in the hospital, and they couldn't get into my phone, and like they were trying to look for me, but all they have is a like CAT card, which is a military ID card, and they're like, okay, all we know is that this guy's in the military, so they're on this wild goose hunt, you know, it's just
to find
like
your
trying to find me and my family. But finally, a nurse just said, okay, I'm gonna use his thumb to open his phone, because that was when iPhones had
Yeah.
the thumb thing. So they did that, and she messaged my sister, and my sister was like there in like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was sick, my mom like asked them, like begged them to like not send, because they were gonna send me home because they didn't know what was wrong with me. So I mean, if I went home, I probably would have died. And I remember vividly too, like a lot. I was going downhill. Like when I went into the coma, I was going downhill. So like I said, all of my organs shut down. I was put on a ventilator. I lost feeling from my neck down, and then I lost feeling from my feet up, and I got it back like after I woke up from my neck down. So they said that's pretty common when I guess that happens. I don't know much about it, but my mom was there the entire time. Like
That's amazing.
Never
Yeah,
left.
family, blood is thicker than water, and my family was with me all the time too. And I was even now, like I'm supposed to go to the hospital to try to breathe on my own again. Hopefully that works out. But I'm supposed to go to the hospital, and they're all just like allocating and like trying to like figure out, okay, who's going to be at night with Max, rather than like leaving me alone in a hospital room.
Right.
So it's cool that your family was there.
Oh yeah, I remember everybody telling me too. Like, so I went to a very small Christian middle school, St. Peter's in Schaumburg. The entire book, like visiting book, they're like, everybody's here to see Destiny. Like, I would have everybody. It makes me tear up because it's like you need a support system, like when you're definitely going through that. So that's amazing that you have that now. Like as an adult, like still going through that is like, I couldn't even imagine.
I mean,
People who don't have that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And when I first got injured, the army kind of like, turned their back on me a little bit. Like they're like, because in the army you're just a number.
Your body. Yeah, you're a body.
Yeah.
And
So
honestly, they
it's-
can't use it anymore.
So as soon as that happened, like I felt like betrayed by the military in a way.
Free Palestine.
You reminded me.
Why are we doing that?
Talking about visitation, you reminded me when Max, we're in the, it wasn't the ER, but it was the intensive care unit. They had to put Max in the ICU, even though, only because he was paralyzed and on a ventilator, he needed to be in the ICU. So we're in a section of the hospital where people are dying, on the brink of dying.
Yeah.
But Max has all these visitors, and we're laughing and watching comedy shows and cracking up in the next room while people are with their families, saying their last prayers with other family members. They're coming in like, yo, chill. Like, be quiet.
Stop being happy.
Okay, listen, like, to be honest, though, that was a really big scare. Like, as I went into sepsis, don't know if you know what that is. It's basically when the
Like your blood is-
infection
Yeah.
gets into your bloodstream, and my organs started shutting down as well. And luckily, they were able to save my life. That was about a year ago, and Eric was there every single day.
Wow.
You know, so was my family. So I mean, like, I'm happy for my support system and for the people, and that's why we started Life to the Max. You know, like for people like you to come on and
You're stuck with us and all the other weirdos that we interview.
yeah, and like maybe you're gonna hit someone home that's like, you know, driving home like from work or something, and they're gonna be like, hey, I kind of went through something like that too, and you should be blessed for what you have right now. You know, absolutely. You know?
For sure, she's
I'm-
killing it
I'm lucky
too.
to
She's
even
a
be
homeowner.
Go ahead, name my
She's
successes.
a
Go ahead.
homeowner. She's a 6-figure earner.
She brought a hype
Come
man
on
on the show.
now,
She brought a
we-
hype woman on the show.
Stop playing with me.
Period.
Well, that's like a really touching story, and I'm happy I finally got to hear it from you because Eric has told me a little bit about you. And,
A little bit. That's surprising.
I was like, bro, she got paralyzed just like you, got in a coma just like you, and like sneakers just like you. I don't know what it is with these people.
Damn,
Do you know
maybe
what-
it's something about it. Like,
do you know what? Do you know what I take from this though? You give me hope. Because I've
You
been
give me
paralyzed.
hope, honestly.
I've been paralyzed for almost 8 years now, right? And
How old are you?
I was 20 now. I'm about to be 28.
Yeah.
When's
so
your birthday?
I was.
March 21st.
you're an Aries.
I was about to say, you about to say it.
You're an Aries.
The first day of
Okay.
Aries. Yeah.
We're not talking about zodiac signs right now.
That's my favorite
She's-
subject.
She's like, you're Aries? Oh no. Fuck
Yeah, I
that guy.
can't do it.
About to
I
have her walk off
can't
the
do
interview.
it. Not with the Aries.
We're leaving right now. I can't
Period.
believe you.
It's all right. See ya. No.
Yep, that's an Aries thing
Got
to
a story?
say.
So I
All right. Peace.
So I will say it's like it's a lot different growing up, going through like something like that, and like as an adult having to kind of like reset your
Navigate.
mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I remember being like 10 years old and being like, I felt so bad. I mean, I still fucking do. Honestly, why did this happen to me? Out of anyone, you know what I mean? Like you have that mindset where it's like, why me? You know what I mean? And it's like you have to kind of grow up at some point because there are people like, for example, you're in a way worse predicament than me. Like I was able to start walking again and I got the feeling back in my legs, which at the time a lot of people were telling me that wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? So I also put it to God that it was like a miracle that I was able to overcome what I went through. Because so I don't know
Amen.
if I even told this to Eric. So my dad passed away in a car accident and my brother killed his best friend in a car accident. So it's very hits home when I hear people who either die or get hurt in car accidents. Like it's so
Yeah,
traumatizing.
it's crazy.
Honestly,
Honestly.
that's I feel like the most like my best friend too. When I was
very
20,
common.
she passed away in a car accident too.
It's crazy because when I was in the car, I was not thinking that. I mean, obviously, I was just thinking about going home, seeing my
Right.
girlfriend. You know what I mean? And like celebrating my birthday because it was March 24th was the accident.
wow.
Yeah, and I was
So you
going
had just
home.
turned 20.
Yeah, just turned 20. And
You didn't even collide with another car, right?
No,
You just
no,
fell
he
asleep
just
and
fell
drove off the
asleep
road.
and he
No,
flipped
no, no, no,
he
no.
flipped
Max
the
was
car.
sleeping in the passenger seat.
But
His friend,
And
the
the
driver, fell
driver,
asleep.
the driver also fell asleep.
right, so the
And
driver fell
rolled
asleep.
the fucking
Yeah,
car.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's so traumatizing.
The-
Like when I go on a road trip, I'm like, I can't fall asleep because I have to fully trust the driver.
I don't like
If-
road trips. Period. Anyway,
It's like, think about how often you get in a car. Like,
all the time.
I
I think we
mean-
don't think about it. And then I mean, also like being younger and like, I mean, I don't know your situation, Max, but like being younger and like driving drunk or whatever before Uber. Like we're old enough to where it was before there was even Uber around. So like we would just fucking drive. Whoever was the least drunk would fucking drive.
Wild.
Yeah.
What a topic to discuss on Blackout Wednesday.
oh my God,
I mean,
stop.
no, it's serious though, like, because
Yeah,
Uber
yeah.
wasn't around when we were
for real.
growing up. Like,
No,
now,
really?
Now you could just take an Uber and go
Bro,
home. you
now
know
there's
what I
no
mean?
excuse. Now you get a DUI. You're like,
Yeah.
bro, come on.
Yeah,
Get out of
there
Uber.
was.
I mean,
better,
I understand
do
why
better.
females don't want to order an Uber because there's some weirdos. working
No,
Uber.
yeah, there's a lot of like cases against Uber drivers now.
Yeah, I
but
know.
honestly, like, ugh, I mean, call a friend or something because
Call a
we
friend.
actually last week we got pretty lit in the city, and she's like, I'm gonna call you an Uber. But I ended up calling a friend to come pick me up, and honestly, like I passed out in the seat.
There's
So,
no way
like,
you're driving.
yeah, I mean, I can understand why you wouldn't want to take an Uber either, but like call a friend or do whatever you have to do, but
Wait
don't
it
drive
out.
drunk. That
Wait
is
it
not.
out.
Yeah, wait it out. Go to sleep in your car. Whatever you have to do, but like, don't do that. That's terrible. Yeah, look
No.
at taking lives. You know.
And it's crazy you brought up drunk driver because when I was in the hospital, not Shirley Ryan, I was at Rehabilitation Institute Chicago. So when I was in the hospital in the ICU, like when I first got injured, I miraculously got better in 10 days.
Wow.
And I was supposed to be there for 2 months. But then I went to RIC, right? And my roommate was a guy who got in a car accident while he was drunk driving, and he had more movement than me. And I'm just like, thinking to myself, why?
Yeah.
Why are you putting me next to this guy that's fucking complaining all the time?
Yeah.
Literally complaining, I can't change the channel, my finger hurts and this and that, and he can breathe on his own. And I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, you lucky son of a bitch, you shouldn't. Like,
Right. No,
there's-
understandable for sure. But
But,
you have to think like I feel like that it's easy to compare, right? But they tell you not to.
No, and I learned that throughout the years, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was 20
At the
years
time,
old.
right? Yeah, for sure.
I was just like getting my life together when it came to the military. I was
Yeah.
trying to go special forces, go to the ranger. I don't know if you, just anything possible to
Right.
be a good soldier in the military.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was trying to do, and I guess God has different plans. 8 years later, I'm talking to you guys.
Honestly, you have to. That's good that you think like that. Everything happens for a reason, you know. You're where you're like. I think it's easier to think like that. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. You know, like whatever you're doing, like even this, like yeah, you guys are reaching out to people that this has happened to, and like you said, maybe somebody driving home from work or just like scrolling through, it's helping their day be better. And if you can affect a human being's day at all in any way, that's like a special thing for sure.
I mean, I know
She's
we're
preaching,
affecting
Max.
yours.
Yeah, it's the Monaco
Church.
talk.
It's the Monaco talking. All right, look, we gotta transition.
Yeah, this little gram.
We gotta
you know,
transition. I want to know.
8 hours.
I want to know what your guys' most awkward or embarrassing dates that you guys had. Have you ever had to call each other like, "Yo, act like there's an
Definitely.
emergency"?
Yes, I've done that before for sure.
Come on, tell the people how not to go on a date with a woman.
I have a bad one.
Go ahead.
I hope the person
Just send it to them.
Seriously.
Send them the link.
I didn't even talk. I haven't spoken to him in years, but it was in high school. And this kid who I liked was going to Bartlett, and he had a girlfriend, but I don't know what was going on. I was like 13, I don't know, 14. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to this guy's homecoming. And this other kid who went there like had a huge crush on me and was like, oh, I want to go. I want you to come with me to the homecoming. So I was like, all right, fine. So I went with this man to this homecoming, and I don't know what I thought was going to happen or what I was going to accomplish. But I got there and I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like,
Why?
because I don't know. I just was like, he was trying to dance with me, and I was like, nah.
It's
Like,
homecoming.
nah,
What do you do
no.
during homecoming?
I was so
Right.
shady. I was so shady because I was like, I just wanted the other guy who I liked, who had a girlfriend, to see me
Dancing with
because
somebody.
he knew that like we fucked with each other.
women
but
are
like
so
he had a
complicated.
What
girlfriend.
did you do that was so bad?
Who?
The other guy, she just didn't like him.
The other guy didn't like him. I was just using him.
So this sounds like your
let me
fault.
pause.
Why did you go to homecoming with someone you didn't
let's
like?
do an
I just told
interjection.
you why.
Let's do an interjection. If a woman doesn't like you, girl doesn't like you, no matter what you do, period, it's not gonna be attractive. Like, we are not going. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Like,
Never a change of heart. You know when it is a change of heart? Like, I don't think ever. No, I can't. Like, if
Give
she
me money.
doesn't, if she doesn't like
know,
you,
but-
it's just not.
She
It's
said,
not
"Give
good.
me money."
so yeah,
So-
no. In high school, it was a lot. Times were a lot different. We didn't have like Instagram and social media to
We definitely
influence
had
our
Instagram.
actions. Well, not like that though.
No,
Like,
yeah, for
not
sure.
at the same extent. So I ended up calling my mom to come pick me. Oh wait, no, I drove. So I was at least 16. And I was like, oh my God, my mom called me and she said I have to go home right now because she found out that I hit a car with her car. Like, it was like a secret.
You're just
that
making shit up
I'm
as you're
dying.
saying.
I literally no.
Like, yeah.
My mom never actually called me.
It's
Crazy.
raining right now.
Yeah.
But I just made up. I was like, no, and I didn't even like give him time to like ask me what. And I just like I have to go. I have
And
to go.
I need to let my dog outside.
And yeah,
Oh
no.
Been
my
inside all
God,
day.
I'm dying.
That sounds like a
That's
great night.
To this day for him, I was like, he was probably in awe. Like, I can't believe she just did that. And I was like, I almost felt bad, but I was like, I blocked him and everything.
Was he
afterwards.
Not the last.
I was like, I can't have a follow-up conversation about this.
blocked about everything?
I ghosted him. I feel
Wait,
bad.
did you go to the school?
No, it was at a different
She
school.
wanted to go to that school because the guy that she liked went to that school.
And I
Who's
was
the
like,
guy?
ooh, I'm going to show
Plotting,
him.
plotting.
He gonna get real jealous.
Bet you he didn't say shit to you the whole time, huh?
No, he saw me and he was like, "Oh my God, hey, you're here!" And I was like, "Yeah." And then it didn't go how I wanted it to go, so I was like, "Abort, abort!
dying.
I gotta go.
What about you, Julia? I know you got one up your sleeve.
Oh, it's probably way worse than mine.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Like, for me, I know this.
There's too many.
No. So for me, like, I am very particular in who I'm dating. So I make sure that we talk a lot before I date, like before we meet up in person, because I don't want it to be awkward. Like, I feel like I'm taking my time to even meet with you face to face. I want us to have a good time. I want to have fun.
Wait, are you talking about like dating apps, like Tinder or
No,
something?
dating in general. Like when
It's
somebody's
called
like
Hinge.
Hinge, yeah. Hinge. Shout out to Hinge.
Social media is basically dating
Social
apps, right?
media,
So you get a
social
message.
media. I mean, that's really how people meet nowadays. I mean, rarely have I met someone in person. Like, probably the last few people I've dated have all been over an app.
That's because men are scared nowadays. They just want to spam the DMs.
Honestly,
For
it is
real.
scary. I feel bad. Like,
Men are scared
you guys
nowadays.
get, denied consistently, and that's scary. I would be very scared to reach out to somebody
Listen,
as well.
fellas, you need to keep trying until that denial feels like entertainment to you.
That's so
You need
funny.
when you need to go to the gym, and when you shoot your shot and you miss, you need to be like, damn, with a smile on your face and shoot again.
Just be like, damn,
Have
she's
fun.
just not for
What
me.
is-
Yeah, that's
What
it.
did Carl Smith said? It was status, money, looks, game. That's what you need. You need status.
No, literally.
Money, looks, game.
Focus on you.
Is it all of the
Focus
above,
on
or is
you,
it
and the
one
right
of the
people
four?
will come.
No.
I
I believe it's status, money, looks, game. 100%.
All together. You
Yeah,
need all
no,
of
you do need
100%.
that. Yeah, but I think, like I just said, like focus on you, and you'll attract the correct people.
You ain't
Yeah.
ever met a man that like you weren't necessarily attracted to.
Of course I have.
But he started making you like crack up, and you're like, wow. He's
No, I
actually
love.
attractive.
Honestly, I'm more about personality. If you can make me laugh, I love that shit. But
There you go, ugly kings. There you go.
Yeah, I
There you go.
love.
Watch some stand up.
They're going to make
Study some techniques.
Yeah.
Say some knock knock jokes.
It's okay.
Dad jokes.
But no, I will tell you what is awkward, which I hate that people do in general. Like, don't try to be too quick with it. Like, just feel the vibes out. If you are like trying to like kiss me too much or like hug me too much, it's
touch me,
immediately
honestly.
There you go.
ugly to me for sure. Like, I've had those dates where the day has gone okay, and then like at the end of the night, you're expecting like a good night kiss because like you bought dinner.
Oh my God.
Or like, something like
another
that.
one.
That to
Wait.
me is just really
Are you
ugly.
serious?
Yeah,
Max is like,
100%.
you ain't gonna kiss me after dinner?
No.
Dare you?
No, because listen, puppy, I can
just
do my
playing.
own. I can buy my own dinner.
Let
You
Max
know?
spit it out. Let Max spit it out.
No, it's not that.
Listen, you talking to a grown ass woman, okay? I'll buy my own dinner. I'll buy you dinner too. I might buy you dessert.
All right, let's go after the podcast. Go on, Max.
No, I'm not saying.
Say it. Go
Max
ahead.
is
No, it's
starstruck.
just like so I've been stuck in the house for 8 years, right? Like,
Right.
And I've seen social media evolve. Like as soon as my accident happened, that's when like social media evolved. That's when like the filters for Snapchat was around. That's when like all the hubs started coming up, and I constantly hear like, yeah, I fucked her. Oh yeah, I took her home, fucked her. Fucked her.
Damn, okay, we're done.
So when you said, I just want a kiss goodnight, I was like, whoa, that's actually kind of pretty cool. Like,
No,
you know what I mean?
I mean, let's be honest. So the kiss is an initiation, right? If she's gonna let me kiss her,
far are we willing to
yeah. How far can I get inside? You know, and then maybe can I get inside? You know, like stuff like that. But a kiss is just as intimate as anything else to me, at least. I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but
I think it's more intimate.
no, I mean,
Because then guys will be like, oh,
Yeah.
well, I thought this.
yeah,
because
like you
did-
gave
you
me
let
these
kiss you and I
signals.
just met you.
Yeah, I mean, in general. So like, I mean, maybe to you that's different. For me personally, I mean, and Destiny agrees. Like, that's just not it. Like, if you're trying too hard, the initial like
I've had people take me
initial-
to dinner and then try and kiss me, and I'm like, what
yeah,
are
the
you
initial
doing?
like
What are
I
you
don't want to
doing?
kiss you should be like okay, you know, and then maybe wait for her to like give you a
And
signal
also,
or
if it's your
even
first
go
time
in.
meeting, like
Yeah.
we just met.
I barely know you. This was a link, you
Right,
know.
we
Like
just
I could
met
have
in
paid for the
person
other
for
half.
the first time, and you already trying to like get intimate with me and touch my like. I give
Touch my butt.
right.
Yes.
Anything. It's like I give you a handshake to a stranger or a hug.
A
or,
hug.
like, someone.
I
you're
respect that. 100%.
Yeah,
Just
you should respect
you.
boundaries. That's what that's called.
All
A
right, fellas.
boundary.
Literally, that's what I was saying. Is I
Yeah.
respected that you said like, you know, you just like maybe a kiss goodnight rather than like you know.
You hear them, fellas? Look,
Yeah.
it's about boundaries, all right? So we need to show them a good time, fellas. Listen up, kings. We need to show them a good time.
Not kings.
And we need to make sure that they go in for the kiss. And when they go in for the kiss, when the time is right,
Go in
we
for the
reject
kill.
them.
We reject
We turn away. And
Yeah,
we look
right.
at them.
We'll see how long
and
that
distraught.
goes.
Like, what?
See how long you reject.
And we give them a
ahead.
taste of their own medicine.
Try it.
Don't underestimate the art of the
I
kiss on
bet
the cheek.
Oh,
Don't
the kiss
underestimate
on
the art of the
cheek.
kiss on the
Oh,
forehead.
when she thinks that, like, when she
Any-
thinks you're gonna go in for the kill, and then you kiss her on the cheek. Embarrassing.
Yep.
Right.
Come on. A kiss on the cheek is so heartfelt at times.
Love
the kiss
it.
on the
Dude,
forehead
so-
takes away anger immediately.
dude.
Not
Anytime
forehead.
you're angry, you're pouting, kiss on the cheek.
Dude,
come on.
so
No.
Anger
hell
dissipates.
No. I'm fighting you.
Am I your toddler?
I just said I'm fighting you. If I'm mad, you kiss me on the forehead, we're fucking duking it out. Period.
dude, Cindy did that the other day. and
How'd it
I was-
feel, bro? Bet it warmed your
felt
soul, man.
So good.
It's
Who did
facts.
that? Who did that?
They're underestimating the art of kissing on the.
Eric gave
Forehead or
Max a kiss.
This girl
You gave him a kiss on the forehead?
No, Cindy, this
I
girl.
didn't, but I would.
This girl you know? Oh, you're dating?
No, not
You love
really.
her?
No.
Oh, you don't.
You gotta cheat.
All right,
don't love these hoes.
we're gonna cut this out. We're
No,
gonna cut
it's
this
not.
out. Don't even worry.
So what let's do a segue. What makes men toxic?
I think
you asking us
first,
that?
I think, yeah. I mean, you should
Yeah.
probably ask yourselves that.
Okay, well, by a licensed therapist, I've heard.
Not a licensed therapist.
I listened to a lot of podcasts about toxic relationships, try to heal my trauma without a therapist. But it's the love bombing. It's the gifts and
I
they are
hate that.
yes men. Then
Hold
okay,
on, I don't
and-
know what love bombing is.
So love bombing is
Buying
you're
gifts.
buying gifts, attention,
So much attention.
checking up on them. So that's giving your 100%, right? So this
And then
is
you
why
take
it's
it away.
toxic, because then you take it away.
And then they want it. They crave it, right? Like, I need it. You were just giving
Have y'all
everything to
fell
me.
victim to this?
To love
Yeah.
bombing, yes, and I've also love bombed for sure. I feel like I hate that we have to make it a gender, like, oh, what makes a man toxic, what makes a person toxic,
Yeah, because
right?
women do that shit too.
Yeah, women do that. I do that for sure. Like, but I feel like I have an addictive personality. So if I like you, I want you all the
Did you
time.
hear that? Did you hear how hard it was for her to say love? She's like, if I like you, I
Can I spell
want
it?
all the time. You know,
spell it. LUV, motherfucker.
love. I love LUH.
I said
I love you.
ILY. I said ILY. I didn't spell it out. It's not the same thing.
But yeah, so I think that for sure. Yeah, like Des was saying, love bombing is a thing for sure. I don't. But here's the thing, like where
So you're saying first I gotta buy gifts and
So,
then I gotta
Write it down.
you know the vibes.
So
Zelle,
love
Cash
try
App.
this out.
Love bombing, is that like buying you like a purse or something?
Not
It's
even a
buying. It's
purse.
just buying
It's just
gifts in
like
general.
anything
Sending
like
flowers,
flowers.
chocolates, edible arrangements, calling
it's
her all the
also-
time, texting
it's-
her all the time.
It's also when it's like, so at first you start doing that, and then
You take it
get
away.
That person to like fuck with
Get
you
used
hard.
to
They're
it.
used to it.
Yeah.
Where it's like
They think
when
this is you.
When you stop doing that, the dopamine that gives your brain it goes away. So now
So it's like
you're
false
like feeding for
advertisement.
it. Yeah, so you're feeding for it, and you're like now anytime they do anything, and it's called breadcrumbs when they're like doing the
Go ahead,
littlest
preach,
shit.
Des.
They're
Teach us.
doing
Teach,
the
sir.
littlest shit, but you're just like, oh my god. They used to do like all this other great shit, so now we're just like leading back up to that. Nah, because then they'll stop doing it again. So
And then they'll
breadcrumbs
fuck
is
up,
like
and
texting
then-
you good morning.
Yeah, and then they'll
morning, good
mess
night.
up. They'll mess up hard, and then they'll love bomb again. Because now it's like, and then you're like, oh, when they mess up, now I get this treatment again.
Now you're
But-
in this,
You
you're
know,
in this up
but
and down.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this generation. I don't know how old you guys are, but like I feel like this generation wants to make a fucking word for everything or a thing for everything, which I'm not mad at because I love like the mental health awareness. It's really good, but also I feel like you do too much. Like
You're like, I'm offended because I do this.
I do it. I don't mean to love bomb, but so my mom, shout out to Carla. She calls it the honeymoon stage. She says I'm an expert at it, right? So I love and I love being in love, and I think for me, like I said, I have an addictive personality. So when I like somebody, I want it all the time. I want to talk to you. I want you to know I think you're so special to me. I think, I want you to know that, and I want you to feel that. Does it fade away after a while? Yeah, but like that's the honeymoon stage. Now you get the real Julia, right?
Now
you
you're
get
bored, and now it's
I'm
like,
a little
how do we
bored.
keep
Yeah,
it
like,
alive?
yeah.
That's why they
So-
say when you get married, that's the starting
On that
line.
note, what
makes
happens?
sense.
What do you got to do when you get that boredom? What happens when
Or
that
how
puppy
do you
love phase
like
starts
keep
phasing
it
out?
together?
Honestly, I feel like it's really only been probably one person that has really kept my interest like that. Like right now I am talking to somebody, but like it's hard. It's hard to keep that. I don't know. Like I think like just keep it fun, keep it light. I am deep. I like deep conversations too, but like make sure that we're having a good time. I tell Destiny all the time, like I can't have a boring life, right? Like the thought of a boring life, like somebody that doesn't make me laugh, that I can't just joke around and be myself with, the thought of that and like living that for like the next 40 years.
Pretending to be somebody you're not.
Yeah, just like
conforming.
disgusts me, and
What
I just hate that.
what is a boring life though? Like, is that like when you like you settle down, you
No.
move in with each other,
I wasn't
watch Netflix?
No.
Like, is it like
No, because I think if you're with your person, watching Netflix is fire, right? Like
Yeah.
we love it. Like we're watching the same show, we're talking smack. I don't know if I've been swearing this whole time. We were talking shit together, like
nice.
we do it all. Like I think that that's fine as long as that's your person. I think a boring life to me is somebody that I can't be myself with, that I
to
genuinely
like go out and like
Not just go
be your-
out.
not go out, but like go away from your partner and like be yourself around other people, and then you have to go back home and like act like somebody you're not.
Right.
Like
Yes.
why do I have to like think about the way I'm acting in front of you?
Why do I have to walk on eggshells?
But when I'm with other people, like it's fine. Whatever I say, I don't have a filter. I can feel however I want and say anything I want without
I
there
think
being repercussions.
that's when you know who your person is, right? Like if I can be who I am around my friends and my family, around you, then I think you're it for me.
Like, I don't want to have a filter and like worry about, oh, if I say this, they're going to react a certain way, or I can't mention this to that person, or even like, so I was in a 8-year toxic ass relationship with my baby daddy.
Whoop. Shout out to the toxic
fuck
ones.
him. Okay, shout out to Coda. We love him.
Love Coda.
That's my son. But his
Coda
dad
Bear.
ain't shit, and I felt like
Damn.
I couldn't.
Not you putting him on blast. Everybody know who Coda dad is
Okay,
too.
chill. Not enough, because he still got bitches. So no, but it's like when you have to
Sorry
go,
for them.
Yeah, me too. When you have
Rest
to
in
go out in the world, and then like you're like, why can't I be at home and act like this? Why can't I just say, if I have I don't care if it's
I think
off
we're
the wall
getting
shit.
no. I think we're getting out of the boring. For me, boring is I can't be myself around you. Period.
Yeah,
and
that's
also like I think like I need somebody funny. Like you guys were saying, oh, what if he's like ugly and like he's
He
just
can be ugly
hilarious
as long as he's funny.
Like
and
if
he
you're
has money.
funny and
Pay my bills.
no, if you're funny, period. Like I love that. If you laugh at my jokes because I think I'm hilarious,
You're so masculine.
then yes, then we're gonna have a good time, right? We're gonna have a good life together.
If
But
you
I
laugh
think
at my jokes because I'm hilarious.
Honestly,
But I
even
think-
if it's not funny, 'cause
right,
I'll
you
punch
just
you if
laugh
it's-
at my fucking jokes.
If you think it's not fucking funny, what's wrong with you?
No, but
You're the problem.
so I think where Destiny is going is I think that's where it does get toxic to where like they're a little bit more controlling because I've been in a similar relationship as well, and they start saying they just start acting different when you act the way that you act in general. And now you feel like you have to walk on eggshells. You feel like, oh, I can't say this certain thing around you because you're going to get upset. Or I can't do this certain thing around you because then you're going to be mad. And I live with you and we're together and it's not going to be fun for me if I act like myself.
Yeah,
So now I have to put on an act at home. Which is
That's
terrible.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Terrifying.
It's bad.
Yeah.
We've been in a very similar relationship and it's not good. And honestly, that's when you know, like, it's time to go. You got to get out of there.
But the hard part is getting out of there because
So hard.
you might be splitting the bills and all that stuff.
Not just that. Yeah, my sister
Whatever,
actually
cat.
calls it a recessionship. We live together.
Recessionship.
We live together just because it, financially makes sense for both of us. But yeah, I
What kept
mean,
me so long was because I was terrified about my financials. Like, if we broke up, it would be like, I can't
It's
afford.
harder.
any
It's
of
harder, but
this.
you make it work and you'll
But,
do it.
yeah.
You'll do it. You'll figure it out. You have to, like, especially for the women, like, we are strong. I feel like women can do anything.
Well, hold
We're
on. Let
definitely
me- let
we're
me-
definitely the superior being.
Let me pause you for a second. You were talking about the love bombing and the dopamine hit,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
waiting for that dopamine to come back. Do you think that recessionship is just a symptom of the love bombing? Like you want that slim chance, like we're gonna stay together, and we're gonna use this, our money as an excuse to stay together.
Yeah, you're waiting
but
for
in the
them
back
to
of your
do
mind,
it
you're
again.
praying
Because
that
they
shit will
say
work out.
they use their words and they tell you that they're gonna change, that they're gonna be better, that they're gonna do this. Like when you tell them
Yep.
you want to break up, but then they don't.
I mean, we can get the text on
Yeah,
fucking
honestly, you want me to bring up the here? Hold on.
literally like
Hold on. We don't need to get too personal, but I have a good transition to this because I actually thought about this often. Is it
Yes.
good? I have my own opinion, but I'm
No.
trying to make this question open. Is it acceptable to stay together for the sake of your children?
no,
Why not?
because then you're
Absolutely not.
I think you're showing them.
traumatizing
Yeah,
them.
you're showing them like, hey, this. But you know what? I think this is such a good question because we were actually just talking about this. I'm like, I feel like we're so, especially the younger generation, is so like in tune with their mental health that they're like, oh, because you're doing this and I've set my boundary and you're doing this still, like I have to go. But like in reality, our parents, like my stepmom and my dad have been together for like 23 years. I'm 30. So like they've been together majority of my life. There's not been great times. What I will say is like they've never like argued in front of me ever. But I know like I don't want to get in their business, but there was a year where I was like, damn, why are y'all together? Like a full year. Like, why are you here still? So I don't know. I feel like none of us know until we're really in that space.
Have you ever felt like because you witnessed your mom and your dad not be together. Have you ever felt like if it wasn't for me, they would still be together?
No.
So there are kids who feel that way. They're like, I feel like my son personally, like I feel like when he gets older and he tries to understand, and I wanted to leave his dad before it was like too late, because also like when you're that young, it's hard to like remember vivid memories, but I know already as a 3-year-old, he's going to have some trauma that he can vividly remember, like my mom doing this or my dad doing this. Like when his dad put his hands on me in front of him, that's when I knew I had to get the fuck out, because I'm like, if you're comfortable, the fact that he's comfortable doing that in front of him, and he has other children, so I know that I'm not the first one that he's done this to, but I'm like, our son is so young, so as he gets older, he's going to normalize that behavior and potentially put it on his future partner.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
love, you're strong as hell for like even noticing that and leaving for sure.
Because I also grew up, my dad, rest in peace, passed away, but like my mom has been with my stepdad since I was 8, and I've never seen them argue, nor have I ever felt like my stepdad would put his hands on my mom ever. Like and I know for a fact that my mom would never put up with that shit. So I'm like, why am I putting up with this behavior? Why am I letting this man, he's 10 years older than me. Why am I letting this grown ass man
know your worth,
put his hands on me? You know what I mean? I'm like, and I need to do better for Coda, because I want Coda to be a better man than his father.
For sure. And he will be. You don't want him to be. He will be 100%. But
I feel like you're making a lot of points, and you're gonna teach your son like the manners that you want him to, not like I mean, kudos to you and everything. Yeah, I feel like that's actually a really good question, Eric. I do have one question. It's kind of like a huge segue, but what's the worst thing a girl can do to another girl?
Sleep with her.
I was like, not that.
That's the worst thing. Hell yeah. I mean, are they friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're friends and you fuck my partner, like,
while you're together
terrible.
or after you're together?
Either way, bitch. What do you mean?
See, and y'all wonder why I got so much resentment.
Girl
towards
code.
You know who. Don't worry, because you just
Shout out
said
to, We're not going to say your name. Shout out to,
Have you ever broke the girl code?
Have I?
I've had someone do it to me.
Yeah, she definitely has. I've never done that. No. I could never. I'm too loyal. I'm very loyal. Yeah.
I mean,
I would never do that.
Somebody had to hurt you a lot to be like, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's crazy.
Also, why would you want to do that?
That's like, I feel like, isn't that a guy code thing too? You be fucking the girls that your homies fucked with?
They do not care.
You guys are sick. I could never. No, for me, knowing that you like fucking, no, I could never.
It's
too much for I have too much of an ego.
Like the girls
don't look at me.
are so.
I can't.
Max gets down. Don't let Max fool you. He gets his own action.
I know that's right, man.
I could never, but if I could.
No, I mean I can, but I mean.
I know that's right. Tell him you can.
Earlier in the episode, we talked about guys rushing the first move, but Max really can't do that. So he just lets that happen. And he be getting the first move.
Period. Let them take action.
They be climbing.
I know that's not climbing.
Climbing.
Mount Everest.
They be climbing and riding.
It's giving mountain climber.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Don't be
good for you. Good for you, Max. Good for you.
No, you know what? Actually, it's actually good for the people out there that are not shallow. Like they're like, okay, yeah. Like Max is a cool person. I like hanging out with him, even though he's paralyzed. He's got his disabilities, but he also has his strengths. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. That's what Eric likes to say.
Yeah, Eric's a very positive person. That's why I hate him, because I'm like, let me just like.
Yeah, she's bringing all the negativity.
I'm like, let me just like hate something, and he's like, but what about this? And I'm like, no.
Dude, I want.
But honestly, Destiny's a very negative person.
I need people who aren't as negative, because then it's like, damn, we both just.
That's why she hangs out with me too. Ain't that right?
Eric is so goddamn positive. It pisses me off.
Oh my God, literally.
No,
Literally.
there's a
I'm
lot
like,
of people in this world that
shut-
might disagree with you
I'm
guys.
like, shut the fuck up. Shut
Let
the
me be
fuck
I
mad.
knew I liked Mag.
Let me hate somebody.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez.
Let me be sad.
I'm like,
Can we ask questions, or
Yeah,
is there only
yeah,
questions
ask
you guys
questions.
can
Ask it.
ask? Okay, wait. I don't know. Go Des first.
Okay, Max, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Ooh, I love a scale.
The fuck? What's that?
This is the part where we just laugh at ourselves.
They pull the lip gloss
'Cause
out
they're
and turn
hilarious.
into different personalities.
It's a whole
I'm
new
gonna need a
bitch.
refill. Do you have something to put in my
What
cup?
you guys want? Some
Yeah.
high noon?
I'll have one. What flavors do you
I
have?
literally thought you were going to
Pineapple?
say some Hennessy.
I'll have pineapple.
You guys
Do
want
you
pineapple,
have,
honey?
Pineapple. You got mango?
Do you have tahine or no?
We do have
I
time.
knew. I knew.
Put a little tahine on there for your girl.
Can I get a rim? Can I get a rim?
Not a rim.
it's a question. For
Okay,
me
so
or
let me do a question.
Yeah, we really got a good
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you guys look for in a girl? That's a good one.
question. Ooh, yeah. What's your like? Ooh, better.
What? Go.
What's your non-negotiable?
Oh, I love
Eric,
a
get over here.
non-negotiable. A non-negotiable. Love it.
two things.
Oh,
Two
go
things.
ahead.
I love
Hit it, Max.
Three things.
3.
actually.
Make it 4.
Damn, you have 3 non-negotiables.
Make it
That's
4.
a lot of non-negotiables. I got 1. Don't hit me.
Three things. Three things.
Everything else I can look past. Just don't hit
You
me,
can cheat.
please.
We'll figure it out.
I hate that for
Just
you.
don't hit me.
I wasn't raised that way.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have.
No, that's fucked up because literally, sorry to cut you off, Matt.
No.
You know that I've
Sure
been through
does,
it
podcast.
because I remember one time we were at my job and my manager was telling a story and I was standing next to him and he was like flailed his arms and I ducked like he was gonna and like everyone looked at me like you thought he was gonna hit you. Why are you doing that?
That's crazy. Hell yeah.
I was
No.
like, I didn't know it was that bad until other people started telling me like why do you think
Damn, bitch, not us laughing at your trauma. Not us laughing
like you
at
were
your
ready.
trauma right now.
You were ready for combat. Like you were ducking.
You're like, yeah. You put your hands up and
Bob and
everything.
weave.
Okay, Max, non-negotiables, go.
Okay.
My nan saw that too.
Teeth. Yeah,
Teeth. I like that.
Like she can't use teeth or what?
No. what are we talking about? Like 3? I'm talking about the 3 things.
Oh,
I
you're being
need.
physical.
I'm talking about the 3 things.
Why are you
I
being
need.
physical? We're talking about in general. So teeth is a big
general?
thing for
No,
you.
teeth is also a big thing for me.
Is it
I mean,
really?
in general, I want someone down to earth, someone
Period.
that doesn't.
But
go
no,
out
we're doing
and
non-negotiable.
surround-
So non-negotiable for you is teeth. Like she has to have nice teeth.
Yeah, if she doesn't have nice teeth, she's out. Like,
She's out immediately. Wow.
Ow.
Your teeth are all right. Yeah.
They're alright.
Yeah, they're all right.
They're okay.
No, you have nice teeth.
We've never had braces, so that doesn't
Yeah,
anything.
I've
Your
never
teeth are
had
very
Yeah,
white.
braces.
Yeah.
I've never had braces either.
Okay, yeah.
So that means your
Teeth.
parents are poor if you don't have braces or what?
No, it just means.
Because I still
wow,
argue
you have
with my mom
great
about it.
genes.
Your teeth look good too.
I was like,
All
why
of
are
you
you-
guys' teeth look
I'm
good.
Yeah,
like,
we
why
have
are-
good genes. That's what that means.
Okay, so teeth,
Okay.
height, voice,
Height. What's your height limit?
like 5'4".
Wow.
5'4"?
We don't
Damn,
cut
no
it.
tall
We
bitches.
don't make it. We're on the
5'5".
we're under. We can't ride that ride.
No,
You're
like,
not tall enough.
We're
no.
not tall
No,
enough
no,
to
no,
ride
no.
the
Can't be
ride.
taller.
no.
Oh, you can't be taller
Yeah,
than
yeah,
5'4".
yeah. Because one reason is because of the wheelchair. I don't want to like look up if my
Oh, yeah,
fucking
makes
Like,
girlfriend.
I need to feel superior.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there's that. And the voice, I just don't want my girlfriend to, or future
Have a
wife,
deep-ass voice.
to talk
Deep
like.
voice?
Yeah.
So you don't like
There's-
screamo.
They're out there too. They're
You know what's so
saying-
crazy is people tell me I have like such a cute voice.
You have a hot ass voice. That's
Do
why
I
people fuck
really?
with you because they're like at the end of the conversation, you're like, "Oh my god, what's your name?"
Every time. Every time. And Destiny's like, you're using that for
I
evil.
hate it. Boy, that's a heat in my mouth.
Here. You want some? Here you go.
It's all on my tongue.
Y'all just raw dog and tahine?
She is.
Life.
I didn't even know we had.
Okay, so we have teeth, height, and voice. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Eric.
Non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables.
I
What
need
is
y'all to
yours?
bring me up to speed. I was out fetching drinks.
So we're asking for, and thank you for the drinks, by the way.
Can we have a commercial break? Because I got to pee again.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Bring me up to speed. What happened?
So we're talking about non-negotiables. Do you know what a non-negotiable is?
So explain to me what a non-negotiable is.
So it's just something that somebody like a trait or so honestly, Max went all physical, which I didn't think he would do. But yeah, so Max's non-negotiables are they have to have nice teeth. If they don't have nice teeth, then that's out.
Interesting. If you
Height
just don't make them laugh, you can get by that.
5'4" under, and what was the other one? Max? Voice. They have to have a nice voice.
Interesting.
So Destiny and I are under his radar, obviously. So shout out to us. And so what's your non-negotiable?
All right, so something I used to do is I would invite someone that I'm hanging out with, and I would give them a water bottle. And if they did not drink that water bottle,
pH balance off.
I am not kicking it with no dry ass, dehydrated ass, crusty ass.
Dehydrated ass bitch.
Like, come on, you need life in you. And H2O is the easiest thing to do. I don't know how you women could get by with a cup of coffee. Talk about, I got a headache. It's because you're dehydrated.
That is the weirdest thing.
I got a migraine. Haven't drank water
I'm
since
drinking
last
alcohol,
May.
bitch. Okay, so you have to drink water.
That's the number one thing. Just drink
Hydrate
water.
yourself.
Hydrate, yeah.
Okay.
Complaining about breaking out, complaining about migraines.
That's it.
That's the first thing I could think of. I like that. I like that answer.
Don't complain about it.
What if they're just living with
It's not
it?
about complaining about it.
You gotta be a
All
racist.
that plaque on your tongue.
Like,
You ever
that's
see someone with
Damn.
coated white tongue?
Ew.
Instant sign of dehydration.
Period.
Do you know what the leading cause of bad breath is? Guess it.
Dehydration.
Dehydration.
Wow, you've done your research
Yo,
on the
yuck mouth
on the water thing. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, I gave Destiny
Speaking
a water
of
bottle
water,
once.
is that my
She
water?
never used it, huh?
I can't remember.
I'm just kidding.
Nah,
Say, I can't even remember a time you gave me a water bottle.
don't do my girl like that. She loves water.
Because I do love water. The fuck?
Why can't I hear you? I can't hear
Because
you.
she's a mile away from the mic.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
put your mouth on
Do you
the
want me to
mic.
put my lips on it?
How many times do I have to tell you?
All right, for the rest of this podcast, y'all gonna do the ASMR segment.
The sexual tension is there.
Wait, what is ASMR?
ASMR is when they get close to the mic and they talk like this.
I like that.
Oh my God, wet! Stop! You're in my ear with that shit.
I know you like it like that.
I know you like when I jump.
You gonna make Max feel like he can walk soon. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Give me the miracle. Okay,
The miracle from the mouth.
what's another good question? What how much
Right there.
how much
How much money do you have to have in order to date me? How about that?
that's what I was about.
You have to make
say.
more money than me. And if you don't, you're poor.
Destiny is on it with this, to be honest.
Honestly, because if I can do it, why can't you? Because
She
like
only
I'm
makes $30,000 a year,
disabled.
fellas.
Yeah.
Off the state.
Hilarious. I wish I did. Honestly, I wish I had food stamps. My life would be so easy.
The link card,
I wish I could get
fridge
one.
full all the time.
My fridge is always full, baby.
Okay, so like a net income yearly, like what would you be looking for?
At least
Yearly?
150. At least
At least 150.
minimum.
I hate this question.
Minimum 150. And you need to show me because I don't believe you.
Okay, so 150. I guess I meet the bracket, right?
Period, Max. Let her know. I'm on it.
quick I caught that?
Yeah.
That's a bartender
Spider-Man
for you right
reflexes.
there.
Dude, was that almost went up my
It did
shoes?
go, but she's like, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to ruin your mood for the podcast.
First
Did it
of all,
go on?
I would never get the kick sturdy. Don't fuck with me.
Period. You know about us. Come on now.
Second of all.
Look at us. Does it look like
Y'all have redone your lip gloss like 6 times.
It comes off. We're
In the
drinking
past-
shit. Come on now.
My hair is getting caught in my lip.
Okay, so 150. 150 yearly.
At least.
Yeah, at least 150 yearly. Okay, and
You
what
can't
about
have any debt.
any
Unless
debt?
it's a house. A house.
So-
and you can't rent. You have to own a house?
I don't like this question because I don't think that love should come.
It's not about love. It's about financial stability.
No,
and
I know.
50%,
Let me
more
talk
than
though, because I
50%.
gave you your little chance.
Yeah, more than 50% of marriages end because of financial
Okay, so
issues.
we
That's
don't.
true.
We could be the other 50%. But I think that if you think about love analytically and
Not
in a
analytically.
different, analytically, then that's like you're compromising your feelings. I feel like for me, I think that emotions. It's hard for me to really genuinely like somebody. Honestly, it's very hard for me. Like, I am talkative and I'm very personable, but to genuinely like you and want to get to know you, it's very hard for me to find somebody. It's seldom. So when I do, if it is somebody that makes $50,000 a year or $150,000 a year, I don't.
Employed and selling drugs.
I don't know. See, that's different.
You like that?
What if they
No,
lied?
I definitely don't like that. You don't know me.
What if they lied? He's like, just don't hit me.
You don't know me, but so as far as that goes, like, I think that I make enough money to support myself. I own my own home. I have
You very masculine for
I
that.
have a
Absolutely
Mercedes
not.
Benz. I
Did
do
you
what I
say-
want to do.
Whisper that Mercedes-Benz
I have
part
a Benz. I have a Benz.
Whisper that
I have
part.
a baby Benz.
because you're gonna date someone who makes 50 grand. That's hilarious.
No, but listen. So like, I feel like I can do for myself. So if I genuinely care about you and I like you, then I'm rolling with you. And then, but here's my thing. Here's what's important to me. I have a plan, right? I've always had a plan, and I've always worked towards my goals and my plans. If you don't have a plan and like have steps to do that plan, that's where it comes a little rocky for me, because I don't want you to live off me, and I don't want you to just think I'm doing what I'm doing now and I'm going to do that forever, right? I want you to be able to tell me, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to get there."
Date a bartender. I recommend it. 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna fuck with you then, but if not, then then we have to think about it. But also, like I said, like it's emotional for me. So like I would hate to be with somebody.
Emotions come and go.
I would hate to be with somebody that makes $150,000 a year and I have no connection with.
Okay,
That
that's
sounds
not
like-
what I'm saying.
That sounds
is
wait. That sounds like a nightmare to me, and I would
I'm not
never
saying
never be with somebody just because they make $150,000 a year.
No, baby, you're getting the wrong idea.
No, you just
you
said
can find
that.
someone that you have emotionally attachment.
can.
Like you can find someone like that, but you need to not let them in unless they meet this criteria, because
No.
the problems will later come where you're gonna feel resentment towards them because now they got comfortable with your love bombing and you buying them all of this shit. Okay, because you started the relationship off like that.
So we're now Destiny is getting into an actual situation that's going on right now.
Is it
We're not doing that, bitch. We're talking about, can you date somebody that's what do you want their financial situation
Let
to
me
be?
tell you what's gonna end. How it's gonna end.
Bro, I'm not even gonna
You're
do
gonna
this with
feel
you.
so much
I'm not
resentment
doing
at the
this.
end.
I'm not doing this with you. So let's go ahead and
Next
go on to the
question.
next question.
I mean, you guys were asking the questions.
No, she just literally, because she's going now.
She's
She's
offended.
getting personal. Because she's getting personal. Anyway,
Personal back at it.
long story short, you don't. It's not. I mean, you have to make a decent amount, but it doesn't have to be more than
It's
me,
not
and it
negotiable.
doesn't have to be
Okay.
like a high amount. I think that as long as you have a plan and I like you, then we're
We're
good.
30, but okay, go ahead. Continue.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, come on now.
Have-
Thank you,
have
Max.
a-
What about
have
you?
a plan.
What about you guys?
Max
well,
don't gotta worry
different
about that.
for
You
men,
good.
right?
Actually, now that I think about it, the woman needs to make more than me,
Yeah, Eric wants to be
and
coddled.
she needs to have a plan. All right, she needs to have steps.
OnlyFans.
Period. Not OnlyFans.
So what? To making less? Like how much you make?
I'm just saying.
Y'all wanna be
word for
equal,
word
right?
What Julia said.
Thank you.
The woman needs to make more than you.
Yeah, and have a plan.
Have a plan.
And she needs to be funny. And
I love
she
that
needs
for
to be
you.
hydrated.
Okay, see, look at
And her
him.
nails need to match her toes. If not, that's a fucking no-brainer.
Oh, that's your non-negotiable.
But you're not gonna pay for it, so.
If the nails don't match the toes,
But
it's
he
fucked.
doesn't pay for the nails.
Damn, she gotta do it herself.
Eee.
Max, you want to hear a secret? There's only one reason why Destiny is here today.
Here we go.
And we all
Julia
know
knew
the
about it.
reason. Yeah, I did know.
Here we go.
Julia, what was
wasn't-
the reason?
Honestly,
He
it
paid
seems
for
like
Destiny's
Julia
name.
was your guest of honor, but I am. But she here for free.
You know
I'm
what?
not.
You know what the vibes are, Shorty. I'm always the main character.
This
in
is my girl, though.
Any room I step in,
Because
I was
I'm gonna
like-
pay for
It's
us
about
at the end
me.
of the
I was
day.
like,
I
damn,
know that's right,
Destiny.
baby.
I was like, damn, Destiny, you were paralyzed. Like, Max was too. Like, you should come on a podcast.
It's been like a year.
She's like,
coming
I ain't
on
coming on a podcast. I'm like, all right, bet. I'll pay for your nails. Come on a podcast. She's like, run it.
I thought we weren't gonna talk about this.
She
but
instantly
if you
said
want to
run
put
it.
yourself out there,
One thing about Destiny,
She's been waiting to press that button. Too bad the audio don't come up yet.
wow,
one thing about Destiny, if you pay for her nails, you're in.
wrong. Definitely
Bail me out
wrong.
of jail, Destiny. I'll pay for your nails, Destiny.
It's,
Oh, bail me
it's
out
a
of
go
jail.
for me.
That technique never fails,
I would
Destiny.
never bail out anybody out of jail.
All right, what else are we talking
What's the
about?
next question,
Are we
Max?
continuing the dating advice?
No, like
If you don't
it's-
turn the volume
it's-
off on your phone for the rest of the podcast,
Period. Please.
Julia was
even hear
preaching and you out here scrolling through Snapchat.
I was going crazy. I was dropping gems for y'all. You're
Period.
welcome.
Write it down. Drake
I
lyrics.
need to have my own podcast for real. Follow me soon.
Just join us. Join us. You can have your podcast.
Soon to
you can have
be,
your
soon
She's
episode.
trying to.
No, I do want to
Plug
make a
herself.
podcast. I want to make one. I
She
feel
said
like
I bought the microphones, but I just
First-
don't know how to do anything else. Well, you don't have to
don't put
record
my
it.
business out there.
You don't have to record it. Like
I
this
would
is
record it. I'm
extra.
fire. Like, why wouldn't you want to see me?
Well, yeah, but go ahead, Max.
What?
Spit the next question,
Okay,
Max.
go ahead. Yeah, let's get it rolling. We got a thing.
Does
You're
this thing?
sick.
Oh shit, my mom's calling. It's emergency. I
My
gotta
dog
go.
got loose.
We got a thing. Yeah. I mean, I just constantly hear about guys bitching and fucking moaning about girls.
Yeah.
Okay, so you brought up love bombing. You brought up like suffocating, like you don't like that. So what are other things that like maybe a
toxic?
guy that is listening right now can like fix on himself that
Go to counseling.
Yeah,
it goes.
honestly, if so, the one of
Definitely go to
the
counseling.
main things that helped me leave my toxic ass relationship was getting educated about like what was actually happening. Because like when you're in that situation, you're the victim, right? Like this person is doing all of these crazy ass things to you that they have made you feel like this is normal. Like you blowing up my phone, me feeling guilty for going out. Like
Yeah.
I've been called a slut for putting on a bathing suit.
I've been called a slut for a picture with full clothes on.
I love that.
That's crazy.
Like, why am I a slut?
And not only that, yeah, why am I a slut? Like we're together. I should never be anything other than a fucking queen to you.
Right. So it's the fact that this person feels so comfortable with disrespecting you and you becoming so numb to the fact.
I'm asking like a person like that's trying to approach you.
Oh, they need to go to therapy 100%. The
Oh,
first step
for
is
sure.
the first step is recognizing that you have a problem. Because it's like, damn, why? Because it's internal. It's you're insecure and you feel this type of way and you're projecting that onto me by making yourself feel better by calling me a slut.
Destiny's
by
toxic
doing
trait
all this
is
shit.
also thinking everyone else needs therapy and she doesn't.
Oh no, I do.
What about
100%. I'm not
what
paying for it
about
though.
what about
I'm paying for it though.
so you guys say you go out, right? You had a lit weekend. Like last weekend, I'm sure guys came up to you, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, like so what are some advice like for men out there like to as if like it's hard to like what would you give them advice to go up to a woman and if the woman's not feeling you what are you leave?
Yeah, if she's not feeling you, you gotta go, buddy. Because if not, you look weird.
And also,
And when
what are
you
your
know-
intentions?
When do you know?
When do you know?
Yeah,
Well,
when-
I think she'll make it clear enough.
Right off the
I
bat.
make it clear. I don't know about other women, but like if I'm uninterested, I mean, we've gone out. We've had nights where there's just constant, just men coming up to us, me in particular too. You know, like, you know, and I've literally, she has me on video literally telling somebody, I'm sorry, but no. Like, I just have no energy to entertain, no energy to.
For what? Because I don't need you to buy me a drink.
You know, like, I'm so sorry, but no. Like, I think women need to. Here's the thing. A lot of women will entertain for a drink or entertain for this or for that.
When you're like 21.
Yeah, I think now that I'm older, I don't even do that because listen, it's a fucking $15 drink. I'll buy myself a $15 drink. I will get myself bottle service. I do not care. I do not want to talk to you.
We don't need people to buy us bottle service. Like, that's a funny thing. It's like, because you'll be able to tell right away from like, oh, okay, so I bartend.
For sure.
That's my
Profession.
career, right?
Your profession.
So I watch this happen in front of me. Like, women will come up to the bar, buy themselves a drink, but these little ass girls will entertain someone they know they have no
For
intention of talking to. It's different if you are.
We've been there though. We've been there. You make probably you probably make $15 an hour. You know, like, yeah, you want somebody to buy you a drink.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad at the little girls that do that at all.
I'm not
but
mad at them, but I'm saying as a
get
man,
closer to the mic. He said, "Bitch."
Who? As a
This
man, like, you should read the signs, and also, what are your intentions? Are you trying to fuck this girl, or are you trying to, like, you see a beautiful girl at the bar and you actually
It's
want to
the
get to know
club.
her? Right.
It's the club.
Usher
He's trying to
told
fuck.
you,
If he's trying
don't
to fuck,
fall in love in the club.
Look,
Come
it's the
on.
club. Don't take anything serious at the club. If she fucking denies it, she denies it. I think once she denies it, though, let it go. Like, you gotta let it go. Move on. If anything, move on. Buy shorty next to her a drink, and she might get jealous and holler at you. You know, like, I don't. It's nothing serious. In all honesty, like Destiny just said, Usher said, don't fall in love at the club.
Because
It's
people
nothing
are different when they're
serious.
drinking.
Yeah, it's nothing serious. You're having fun. Like, it's a vibe, and you're vibing. That's it.
I have fallen victim as the bartender to someone trying to be, like, sincere and take you out and giving them an opportunity, and just found out that they're just trying to fuck you. Like, after
100%. I'm not
I've had
taking
someone
anybody
take
at
me
the
on a
club
date
serious.
for $500
100%.
at dinner, and then bought bottle service at the club afterwards, and then tried to fuck me. And I'm like, what? Like, I was feeling you. Like, I thought you were a real person, and then you tricked me, and now I will never speak to you again.
I don't take anybody I meet at the club serious. It's not a serious setting.
I've
Period.
never done that.
It's
And then
not-
when you
it's
finally
not a
do, it's like, you
serious
just
setting.
proved to me why I don't.
I get it. I mean, I've met multiple people
Yeah,
at the
I know.
club. Take me out. That's it. I'm cool. Thank you for the fun.
Do you guys think chivalry is dead?
No.
No, I don't.
You
think
better
so.
open the fucking door.
Honestly, I don't care.
Hold the door open.
Honestly, it's a little
When
weird
you don't
sometimes.
have it, you don't get it. But when you get it, you're like, you're so
No.
impressed.
I'm
You've never
cool.
had someone say, don't get out, I'm opening the door for you.
It's just honestly.
Have you?
It's
Yes
not
or
a
no?
big- yes, I have. It's not a big deal to me. Or like race me to the door to open my shit. It's not a big deal.
Because you're in your masculine. It's
I
okay.
would never.
I am a little
do that.
masculine.
You're the one to open the door, babe.
I am. I'm never the one to open the door.
She opened the door for me. She lying.
Wait,
When did I? This man opened the door for you. Don't do that to me.
Are you
Thing.
are you saying?
Today.
Like,
About everything.
are you literally saying?
same team.
Like, are you saying like if I were to take you to dinner, you want me to?
Are you
open
asking
your
her to dinner
door?
right now?
Max, not you in particular, but I'm saying in general, like, I don't want you to, but if you do, like, it just shows me that, like, you actually give a fuck.
It's your car door.
Like,
on
I
the
want,
other
like,
side.
if you, as a female, I want you to lead. As a male, you should want to lead. You should want to provide. You should want to protect. You should want to.
Okay, I understand what you. So you, things like that. you
Chivalry.
wanted to
It's not
go-
dead. It's not dead.
Say chivalry one more time for us, though.
Chivalry. It's chilly in here.
Chivalry.
Chivalry.
Should have been getting.
Chivalry. See, like, you pour all the tahini on your high noon, but then, like, none of it goes in there.
It does, bitch. I go like this.
Do you lick it? Oh, okay. I know that's right.
All right, so
Next.
we've been through a lot. I'm gonna be traumatized when I no, I'm
When you listen to
Are we
this, when you
traumatizing
listen
you?
back to this, how long do these
Until
usually
you-
last? I love this. I can
Yeah.
keep this going for another hour.
Y'all gotta come back.
yeah, you
No,
can.
no. There's no, part
let's
two.
keep going. Let's keep going.
There's no part
we'll have
two
a
because
part
I'm gonna
two.
need my toes done next time. Let me see that.
I'm gonna need my toes
I
up.
was,
Oh, Julia did more talking to you. I think she needs the next.
Wait, I know that's
You,
right. Go
I'm
ahead and
putting
tell
you
her.
on. I want my.
Damn,
My
what the fuck?
commission.
You want some drink with your tahini?
We like it spicy.
First of all, mind your own business and drink your little essential water.
Sorry
sir.
for my outburst. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Go ahead,
'Cause
Max.
I'll drink that whole bottle.
Can we let Max talk? Because
Sorry.
you really are
Max.
trying to outshine my boy.
I appreciate that.
Yo, boy?
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Julie.
Oh,
I got you.
okay.
So,
I knew this was
what
gonna
are
happen.
some of the little things in life that you forget about?
That we forget about?
Yeah, like little things. So for me, is when I was walking back then 8 years ago, one of the littlest things that I didn't know was a privilege and not a right was breathing.
Yeah.
So, and to this day, it sucks not being able
Who are you
to breathe.
texting? What's this man's name? Eric.
Listen to Max.
Okay, so
That's my toxic
So
trait. I want to know who
Speaking-
everyone's
speaking from a
third party.
No, not even a third party. Speaking
Totally
for someone
objectively.
who like has gone through it. Like I remember, like now as an adult, like realizing because when you're paralyzed and you have to rebuild all the muscles in your body so you can stand, that is just privileged. I remember. So I know you have that little board back there where they like stand you up so you can put all the weight. I vividly remember
Tilt
like,
table.
being so frustrated, like not being able to pick up my head.
Because your blood pressure, right?
Right. Exactly. And you're literally just, I remember just being in a bed all day and then going to physical therapy and them trying to put me to stand straight up. And I was just like, I hated it.
Like pass out.
Yeah.
Because
like,
the
pretty
blood,
much. Exactly.
the
Because your
blood
blood
would
is
pool
rushing down. And
to your
you're-
legs, yeah.
And I remember being in physical therapy and not being able to pick up my head and just realizing like how much energy it takes just to do simple motions is insane. Like, and people take it for granted every single day. Like, the fact that you're even breathing is just a miracle, and able to do what you're doing with this podcast is a miracle. And you were very fortunate, like, to not die in that car accident. You know what I mean? There's angels out here who are alive and well doing what they need to do to make an impact on the world. Like,
I really appreciate that, but I'm asking like the little things that you like, not, I wouldn't say forget about, but that you're like happy you have.
I think it's hard for maybe like for you too. It's a little bit easier. I mean, maybe you're around it more too, so like you probably can relate to. But like, I feel like maybe if you've never been through a situation like that, you can't really be like, oh, these are the things that I'm grateful for. I think we forget about them, right? Because we just do it. We wake up. I mean, I'm pretty spiritual. I'm religious. So like I do wake up every day and pray and thank God for waking up, right? Like, because it could be the opposite way. Yeah, it could be I couldn't have woken up, So I am grateful for that. But like, I've never not been able to walk. So I've never like had to thank God that I can walk, or thought to thank God that I can walk, So I think that maybe like people in your position, it's dope that you guys see it like that, like Destiny just said, like, I remember not even being able to lift my head. So like, that's something to be grateful for. But I've never not been able to lift my head. So I don't know that, so I don't thank God for that. And I don't think of that immediately.
All right, so take their perspectives out of it.
Yeah.
From your perspective, what's the little thing that you
So I'm like
I mean,
breathing,
shit.
like you just
when
said.
I don't have some fresh water, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
greedy. We're so greedy.
I'm struggling.
Can
A fresh
somebody
bottle of water
sponsor
is a
them?
blessing.
Yeah, can somebody sponsor the water?
I get mad when I
So
don't
it's
have a
brought to you by
straw.
Essentia. Alkaline water.
So I mean, with that, I guess I'm great. Oh, you know what? I can say I've been without a car before. I'm grateful I have a car.
I'm grateful for my Mercedes.
Period. Holla at me.
What's your name?
I'm grateful.
Literally.
No, I'm grateful I have a car in general. The fact that it's a Mercedes, I love that too. But I am
love that
grateful
for you.
I know you do. I'm just grateful for a car in general. I'm grateful I'm grateful I have a job because I've been without a job before. So I'm grateful that I have a job. I'm grateful for my career.
What a Thanksgiving special, Max.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'm grateful. Honestly, I think something that we take for granted when we're younger, I'm grateful for my family. Like, I worked all day and then we went to the gym, and I have a dog at home, and I called my sister to go pick up my dog, and she went immediately. So I'm grateful for family for sure. I think when we're younger, we don't think about our family as people that are always going to be there for us or are there for us in general. We think, oh, friends, going out, whatever. But I'm super grateful I have a big family and I love them, and I'm grateful for every single one of them for sure.
And shout out to all those nail techs, because if y'all didn't exist, we wouldn't have had Destiny and Julia on the podcast today.
Shout out to Claudia's nail teak.
That's right.
That's my girl, period.
Shout out to Tony at Top Nails. Thank you.
Speaking of little things,
Also,
I guess
Ryan.
one last question and this long ass podcast episode, which we're
Not
so
long
grateful
ass
to have you guys on.
podcast.
Hey, it's nothing but gratitude, But speaking of little things, does dick size really matter?
Yeah.
Huh? Damn, she said yeah before I put the question mark on the sentence, Max.
Lo siento.
I was gonna shoot my shot, but I can't. No.
Oh, nah, it's too
can't.
small.
I'm a teeny tiny.
Two.
Not a teeny
I'm
tiny.
a
I've had teeny tinier, so you're good.
We're ending
No
the
names.
podcast now. We're ending the podcast.
You didn't answer the question though.
We're ending the podcast now. Does dick size matter? I think it matters to you guys.
Not
for
when you have a
sure.
vagina.
Factually, the vagina is only like less than 3 inches deep. But can expand to triple its size.
Honestly, there's like a video of this lady who's like, okay, 8 inches, that's like, whoa. Like, 4 is fine. Okay, 4 is fine. I'm going to say 4 is fine.
4
Anything
inches?
bigger than 8? Nah, you're
4
lying.
inches is fine?
Have you measured? Wait.
Yeah.
I know you're
As
a
far as-
BD. Not that.
No.
That's why you like girls now. Because y'all don't use real dick.
No, I'm
Be a realist.
I'm going off of real dick, bitch. I'm not. I think that as far as that goes, I think it matters to you more. But I would
It's
say
about the motion of the ocean.
4 inches is a hell no for me.
Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no.
How big is 4 inches?
The craziest thing is you want somebody with $150,000 income, but
What's-
you're okay with 4 inches.
I'm not okay with 4 inches.
You just said 4 inches is okay. Rewind the tape. Rewind the tape.
Okay, 4 is fine. Okay, 4 is fine. I'm gonna say 4 is fine. Let me
She
say
just said
something.
that. She
Let me
just
say
said that.
something because I don't
ahead.
only use dick in bed.
Period. You can't. I mean, sex is it's
Especially when you're
fluid
dating
and
a
you have
girl.
lot.
You can't. So
And what about it?
Okay, well, I have 4.5, so
Oh, okay. He's
said four and a
good. He's good based on Destiny's measurements. Good. Honestly, also I feel like we get out of it's so much about length that you also get out of thickness. I think thickness does matter too. Because I mean, just out of
so
experience.
you don't think like a 4.5.
Max, don't do that. I mean, according to Destiny, it's lit. 4 inches or more is lit.
All right, find out on the next episode of Life to the Max on If Dick Size Matters.
Well,
It was
Signing off.
It was wonderful having Julia.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Wait, it was wonderful having Destiny and Julia.
I know that's
on the podcast.
Now he corrected himself.
not her trying to be the main character
we
of
know
my
I was the
podcast.
star. We all know I was the star, so it's fine. Shout out to Destiny, though.
That Julia trying to have trauma.
Shout out to you, girl.
yeah, for real. And thank you for sharing your story. Everybody, this podcast is streaming on every platform, and we just got a YouTube channel going up. So you go to Life for the Max podcast and subscribe, like, and post a notification bell if you want anything else. Okay,
yeah.
We're out.
Woo woo.
Peace out.
Hey, it's lit.
felt like I was in a different dimension.
I know the headphones kind of go crazy.
It's getting dark, I feel the